Embark on a journey through the ancient pages of history, where tales of kings and queens with melanin-rich skin unfold against the African sunset. A question, though, remains amid the tales. Is there a more profound reality that has yet to be revealed? Or did the biblical Curse of Ham actually cast a shadow over Africa? Come along with us as we solve the puzzles and unearth the forgotten tales that bind us all. Don't forget to subscribe to Ancient History for fascinating insights into the mysteries of the ancient world and captivating historical narratives. A historical record that recounts the tales of a powerful and regal people is woven into the enormous fabric of history, along with tales of rising and dying societies. With the sun setting over Africa's wide savannas, legends of powerful rulers and stunning queens with skin rich in melanin begin to come to life. The mysteries of these ancient tales are preserved within the pages of the Bible, a book that has been around for a very long period. According to the Bible, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's three sons, are the ancestors of all living humanity. This also applies to people of color, such as black people, whose genealogy originates from Noah's son Ham. Ham's brothers are Shem and Japheth. Japheth stands in for the Japhethites, Europeans and Asians, and Shem for the Semitic people, Arabs, Jews, Syrians, etc. The earliest people to be referred to as Hamites, or Hamite, were those descended from Noah's son Ham, according to the Bible. According to the book of Genesis, Noah and his three sons were left to continue Adam and his father's lineage after the deluge. With just Noah, his wife, their three boys, and their three daughters-in-law, humanity had to begin anew. According to the Bible, black and African people trace their ancestry to Ham, the son of Noah. The book of Psalms claims that he was the ancestor of the ancient Egyptians, and his name is invariably associated with Africa. Interestingly, historical Jewish narratives, rabbinic traditions, and other historical accounts have consistently claimed that he was the ancestor of the African people. Furthermore, all interpretations of the meaning of Ham's children point to African nations, continents, and populations. Interestingly, the name Ham alludes to the color of his heir's skin, meaning burned or dark in Hebrew, Aramaic, and other ancient languages. Chapter 10 of the book of Genesis has additional information regarding Ham's lineage, particularly known as the Hamite people, between lines 6 and 14. The children of Ham are discussed in the book Mizraim, the father of the ancient Egyptians, and Kush, the father of numerous Africans. It is worth noting that Egypt is referred to as Mizraim by Arabs, Jews, Syrians, and other individuals because it is the name given to it by its creator. Ham also fathered Put, sometimes called Phut, and Canaan, who is the father of the Canaanites, not the Africans. It is crucial to understand that Canaan is a location as well as a people group. Kush's sons are Havilah, Sabta, Septa, Rama, Sheba, and Nimrod. Babel was one of the towns he ruled over at the beginning of his reign. Nimrod traveled to Assyria, founding 2 or 3 cities there. He was descended from the Sumerians, the ancient inhabitants of Babylon. The Luddites likewise owed their origin to Mizraim. The Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtuhites, Pathrusites, and Kasluhites are the Luddites. They are all found in North Africa. These people gave rise to the Philistines and the Caphtorites. The first son of Ham, Mizraim, fathered numerous nations and peoples, including the Ethiopians. The inhabitants of Nubia, once known as the Kingdom of Kush, are the same people as all Ethiopians. These are the principal nations and populations. These folks are the offspring of Ham's first son, Kush. They hail not just from Kush and Nubia, but also from ancient Sumeria, the Kush Kingdom, and the Nubia Kingdom. It is said that the people of Samaria sprung from Nimrod, Kush's wicked son. People from various areas of Africa, such as Malians, Eritreans, Kenyans, Congolese, and Bantus from Gabon, are considered to be of Kush heritage, as are people from South India, including those who were born there. The word Kush is frequently associated with Ethiopia, Sudan, and Africa in the Bible. In its original language, the word Kush signifies Ethiopia or black. His children were Canaan and Mizraim, or Mizrahi. Many people in North Africa, including the Berbers and the dark-skinned Tuaregs, believed that Mizrahi is their ancestor, as well as the ancient Egyptians. Egypt is called Mizraim by all Semitic people, including the Israelites, Arabs, and Aramaeans. This truth is really fascinating. 3 extremely old languages, Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, all use this term. The Book of Psalms states in chapter 78, verse 51, "He struck all the firstborn in Egypt, the firstfruits of manhood in Ham's tents." Put, or Phut, Ham's other son, was born subsequent to Mizraim. The phrase landmark that gives rise to the names Put and Phut relates to African clan hunters. This fact is fascinating. Put is considered to be the father of numerous other African peoples, as well as the black Libyans that were born there. Now, regarding the well-known Curse of Canaan or Curse of Ham, in the past, there was a misconception among many regarding what chapter 9 of the book of Genesis said regarding the Curse of Ham or Canaan. The Bible states that Noah's son Ham did not attempt to assist him once he became inebriated. Rather, he made fun of their father by telling his other brothers that he was inebriated and nude. Canaan was one of Ham's children who was cursed by Noah. Noah seems to be exaggerating a lot, but in those days, honoring one's father was practically a religious obligation. The reading of these texts implies that Noah became inebriated accidentally, despite the fact that it seems inappropriate for him to be inebriated in this manner. God doesn't punish him because when he produced grapes, which had never been done before, he would have accidentally discovered wine and become inebriated without realizing it. It's significant to remember that Put, Kush, and Mizraim, along with Ham, are all African. Not black people, but Canaan, the father of the Canaanites, who lived in the Middle East, was cursed. Rather than the African people, Noah was the target of the curse. It's critical to be clear that reading the Bible to suggest that African people are cursed is a grave error and incorrect interpretation. The grandfather of the Canaanite or Canaanite people is Canaan, who is cursed. We know that Ham lived a very long period because he was born before the flood and is the grandfather of all people in Africa and South India. Because he lived a longer life than most, he saw his forefathers and the 5th and 6th generations of his family. It's remarkable to note that Ham lived to be at least 600 years old, just like Shem. It is possible that, like his brother, he lived to be at least 600 years old, even though the Bible is silent on the subject. Although the location of Ham's tomb is unknown, certain theories and research indicates that it may be in Ethiopia or maybe Nubia. Some claim that he is interred in the Sumerian homeland of Mesopotamia. However, most people believe that Ham's tomb is located in Africa, more specifically in Ethiopia or Sudan. There are even those who speculate that he may be buried in Egypt, which is intriguing and enigmatic given that Egypt is a country of mysteries, and relics from 3,000 to 4,000 years ago keep turning up. More information regarding Ham's advanced age, the events that befell Noah's family, and the 3 lineages, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, is provided in the Book of Jubilee. According to an old Jewish document that was believed to be authentic both before and during the time of Christ, Ham was greatly disappointed that his youngest son, Canaan, had chosen to dwell in Shem's land, now known as Israel. Ham objected to Canaan, his son, believing that he should have those properties taken for himself. Canaan's decision to settle in the land of Shem, which is now known as Israel, was not supported by his father Ham or brothers Kush and Mizrahi, according to the Book of Jubilees. Like Ham, they find Canaan's behavior to be objectionable. They believe that certain regions in Africa are intended for Ham's offspring, so they go to Canaan and order him to leave. However, despite the wishes of his father and brothers, Mizrahi and Kush, Canaan refuses to leave and remains there. That is all for this video. We'll be back soon with another informative video. Don't forget to like and share this video. To keep exploring ancient history together, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time!